Namaste. Welcome you all for the classes on meditation in the classical Patanjali's path. This is the 32nd class. We are looking at how the avidya or ignorance manifests, and because of this ignorance we undergo a lot of mental sufferings. So Patanjali says the root cause of all these sufferings is avidya or ignorance. And when we have ignorance, well, some of these so-called kleshas, raga, dvesha, asmita, abhinivesha, that is attraction, aversion, pride or egoistic nature and fear, they all manifest in us, leading to suffering. And if the ignorance persists, then these tendencies can be an active state. So first, that's what we said. We have to find out what are the kleshas that are very active in us, whether the raga, dvesha, or the pride or fear, or many of them. So which are the things that are really bothering us? We have to first honestly look at. How do you look at? By we observe the chitta vrittis, the thoughts that manifest in us. That is good enough. If you are able to look at the thoughts, that will tell us what kind of kleshas are really bothering us. Then the next state of it is what we are going to look at today. So sit upright, gently close your eyes, sit upright in any comfortable position. Tip of the thumb and index finger in contact, palms facing upwards. Have complete musculoskeletal awareness. Just watch your feet, legs, knees, thighs, the trunk, the arms, throat and the neck, facial muscles and organs. We shall chant Om 3 times. Just watch your breathing. Slowly inhale. Om Watch the inner calmness. The kleshas or the samskaras, they are embedded in our chitta, the subconscious mind, and they manifest in the conscious mind as vrittis, thoughts. So essentially the type of thoughts will indicate what kind of kleshas are in us, and this is a subconscious activity. We do not have a conscious control over it. So that's why Patanjali categorically states, we should never forget that statement. If you want to handle this, chitta vrittis, if you want to master it, if you want to enjoy that peace of mind devoid of these vrittis, that is cessation of vrittis, that is possible only through abhyasa and vairagya. Abhyasa vairagyabhyam tan nirodha. Study, practice, and dispassion. Now slowly open your eyes. You are looking at Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It's in chapter 2, the 4th sutra. Before knowing what is exactly the avidya which Patanjali defines, we should know that how the causes of suffering, what are their status in us. Avidya kshetram uttaresham prashupta tanu vichinna udaranam. These thoughts arising out of these kleshas can be in one of these states. Udaranam, they can be very active. That means always, rather most of the time, now our thoughts are overridden by some of the kleshas of raga, dvesha, asmita, and fear. Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Well, these are Rishad Vargas. They basically come from these kleshas. So last class we dealt upon this state of udaranam. This must be done in and through. It is not just one day's phenomena. We have to in and through examine ourselves as to what kind of kleshas are really bothering us, and we must honestly admit, yes, I am afflicted with this klesha of raga or dvesha or asmita or fear or many of them, whatever. That is very, very important. Then Patanjali says another state is called vichinna, interrupted, intercepted, distanced, separated. That is another state. So today we will try to look at this aspect, this dimension. Now close your eyes. When we know that we are afflicted with these kleshas, very easy to know. If the mind always entertains something of the attachment or attraction or raga, we know that we are afflicted with that, or it can be dvesha, it can be pride or fear. It is only that we should watch and acknowledge. Just brushing away that, oh, I don't have fear, I am not attached, that won't help. We have to sincerely acknowledge the root cause. Once we acknowledge, then the next stage is vichinna. How to distance from these sources. It is not just physical distancing. It is mostly inside, mentally. If these kleshas are to be distanced, just saying that, okay, fear go away, raga go away, dvesha go away, asmita go away, that will not help. We have to develop some positive things so that the frequency with which these kleshas haunt us can be intercepted, interrupted, distanced. How do we do that? By engaging in positive actions. What are they? They can be anything. Reading good scriptures, listening to good scriptures, but just you should not stop there. Once you read or listen, Shravana, then you have to do Manana. It could be any of the standard scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Bhagavata, because all of them basically emphasize on this in one way or the other way, how to go towards the truth, the reality, and all of them imply that we should get rid of these kleshas. So we must train our minds to engage in such activities. So just reflect within yourself as to how much you are doing that. If not, we must tame the mind towards that. Because this also includes the worship, whatever kind it is, or whatever prayers, bhajans. It could be anything. Or engaging in selfless work or activities, so that the mind is not continuously bombarded with the thoughts ridden with these kleshas, namely raga, dvesha, asmita, fear. When we say read good scriptures, it can also include the life of great men, great women, whatever. And we should recollect and contemplate so this should be a continuous process till you know that these thoughts do not bother you too much. Still it is not over. Patanjali has some more stages. Patanjali is a great psychotherapist. He knows what are the stages. So from highly active state, udaharanam, we should move towards vichinna. So that mind is separated from such thoughts. So when you have good thoughts, then these will get separated. But remember, they still remain there. But this is the first preliminary step and we should also remember that abhyasa, just doing one day will not help, because the subconscious impressions are not very easy to handle. Because even if we instruct consciously that fear don't come, it's not going to work. Because the root cause is embedded in the chitta. That's called samskaras. So first step is that through good thoughts, good actions, somehow ensure that you intercept these incessant klesha-ridhan thoughts. First is that so we must make up our minds towards intercepting these klesha-ridhan thoughts. Then instead of fighting with negative thoughts, we can do manana, recollection of positive thoughts, contemplating on positive thoughts, so that the negative thoughts are intercepted, interrupted, distanced, separated. That's called vichinna. And they are going to take time, and this is the path given by Patanjali. Many times we look for shortcuts, we want things to work instantaneously. It may not happen that way, but if you stick on to abhyasa and vairagya, then it is bound to happen. That is for sure. So the message is, we should have patience and perseverance, and there is no cause for disappointment. So this is the path of Patanjali, which is fail safe. Let's pray to that Maharshi. Take a deep breath. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। हरिः ओम्। श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। शुभमस्तु।